These are the suspect's belongings.
3, 2, 1.
Dat is niet nodig. Alright. I've written it down where I ended. Sailor's Pub. I had the Sailor's Pub just done. Let's see. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. John Nelligan seems not to be a usual thief. What is his role in all of this?
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
Not really. Not really, to be honest. I should go have a chat with the missus. Deductions are all done, right? Deductions are all done. Deductions are all done, so maybe I should go have a chat with her. Maybe I should have a chat with the lady of the house. Oh my god. Poor thing.
Leave me alone, please.
Leave me alone, please, you fucking bitch. You had an affair. Dumbass. What else could we do? Nothing more here to do. I don't think there's anything more over there.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Yeah, but we know by who. We know by whom. And we already know that
The tooth of a sperm whale. Probably from one of Peter Carey's...
now, you don't need to be here. Peter Carey is trying to conceal the murder of John Nelligan's father. This is Eric Carnes told the story of how in August 19 he had observed Peter Carey throwing a man overboard. The man had been saved from the sea only the previous night. The man was obviously Joshua Nelligan. Find the use a piece of stock exchange certificate belonging to the Canadian Pacific Railway CPR Yeah, but CPR is the same as here. No, the notebook. Where is the notebook? Here. CPR. Okay, let's get back to Baker Street.
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner? Do you believe he's the murderer?
I think so.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work. My archive. I can always consult with it. This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
What the hell? Can I combine things? Is that it? Find a use. Am I making the wrong? Is red good or not good? Is red good or not good? That's the question here. I knew it. Earthly is guilty. Just need to check something. I just pressed F12. I want to see if that came into my I want to have a look. Epic settings. Settings. when you take a screenshot. Okay. Screenshots. Where do screenshots go for an Epic game? No? No? They don't tell? They can do better than this, come on. They don't tell. Okay, so I pressed F12. I don't know if F12 is... then press print screen. There we go. Print screen means that now I have a screenshot somewhere. Sorry. I hope. I think. No screenshot? Oh yes. I do have a screenshot. So, Lime Hurtley murdered Peter Carey. The motive was jealousy and his love for Carey's wife. Okay, what can we do now? Lime Hurtley has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey. He must be punished by the law in all its rigor. What is rigor? Rigor. I need to know what rigor is. Hoppa. The other way around. Rigor. Oh yeah, okay. In all his rigor. Absolve Hurtley. Lime Hurtley's mind was clouded by his love for Judith Carey, Peter's wife. This murder was a crime of passion under emotional duress. Nevertheless, he must answer to the law for what he has done. Fuck it. That was not a crime of passion. Or was it? Crime of passion? Or do we continue the investigation? What is going to happen here if I choose something? For crime of passion or... Let's say crime of passion. Let's go for the soft side of the story. I hope I'm right. I really hope I'm right.
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
It was Liam Hurtley.
That doesn't surprise me. I've never seen a guiltier-looking fellow.
He was in love with Judith Carey. It caused a conflict that proved fatal for her husband.
I see. Come on now, let us confront him.
Liam Hurtley, it was you who killed Black Peter. He learned of your relationship with his wife, and he asked that you meet him to share in a drink. Then began the quarrel. He drew his knife, and in self-defense, you took up the harpoon. Lestrade, please put that in your report.
I deny everything. You have no proof.
Calm down and thank your stars that Mr. Holmes just saved your neck.
The case is resolved, Inspector. I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
Lime Hurtley murdered Peter Carey, but it wasn't self-defense against an armed and furious drunken sailor. The murder was a crime of passion. His mind was clouded by his love for Judith Carey, Peter's wife. I have decided to ease his sentence. Close found 15. Conclusion: Hurtley is guilty. Moral choice: absolve Hurtley. Hold to check your conclusion may spoil game experience. Replay ending. Accept decision. Hold to check your conclusion. Fuck, there's one more clue. And Hurtley is not guilty. What? Okay, then replay ending. If you really want to replay the conclusion, the game will load before the moral choice was made. Yeah. I don't know how the game works, so I want to see what it would have been if I took the other choice. And there is one more clue. Indeed, I needed to do something with that part of the coupon. Well, I still need to do something with that bond certificate, but I don't know what. What can I do with it? There's nothing I can do with it, can I? I can't go in my archive.
This is where I keep my
I can't go here.
archive.
There's nothing else I can do in my house.
My analysis table.
Analysis table. What was that? F. F? I don't get it.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
At your service, Mr. Holmes. At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah, at your service, then say something else to me, bro. Dumbass. What a moron. Well, that one doesn't tell anything either. This one says, leave me the fuck alone.
Saying another word.
I'm not saying another word. Oh.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
I'm not saying another word.
Mr. Holmes?
Oops.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected.
Ah. This is the way I can connect them. Ah. Underline, yeah, no, that's not it. Oh, CPR, yeah? CPR, here it is.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Alright. I knew I missed something. I knew I missed something. Something was off. Valuable bound certificates were kept inside the stolen tin box. Yeah, that we know, yeah. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. Could be exactly it, mate. So let's rethink this. Let's rethink this. It requires quite some strength indeed. But my first thought was the right one. Both Nelligan and Hurtley are lying, therefore they might be working together. Yes, two murderers. No. Two murders, mate. Yeah. John Hopley Nelligan and Lime Hurtley conspired together to murder Peter Carey. Nelligan's motive was revenge for Carey's theft, and Hurtley's motive was jealousy and his love for Carey's wife. Yes. Lime Hurtley and John Nelligan are guilty of a heinous, premeditated crime. Let them be punished by the law. Nelligan was the initiator, and Hurtley his accomplice. And Lime Hurtley and John Nelligan are guilty of a heinous. Oh, I have to look that up. Heinous. Terrible. Okay. A heinous or terrible premeditated crime. Heinous. It sounds like anus, but with an H. Heinous. Oh yeah. Alrighty. No. Let them be punished by the law. Hurtley was the initiator. Poor Nelligan was just following his lead. Yeah, shit, who is who again? Oh, conclusions. B. Yeah, 2. Well, first I want to exit. I need to check something. Now, who was Nelligan? Who was, God damn it. This one was Nelligan, yeah. And this one is, Lime Hurtley. Okay, where am I wrong now? I had something else earlier and now I can't get to that something else, seriously? Okay, here we are. 2 murders. Okay, and who's the initiator? Nelligan or Hurtley? Hurtley is the one who was in love with his wife. Nelligan is the one... Ah, yeah. Nelligan maybe was the initiator. And he needed strength to...
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
2, mate.
There are 2 culprits, Inspector. Nelligan and Hurtley.
What? Well, I would never have guessed, Mr. Holmes. They are a rotten pair, though.
It was a combination of 2 motives, culminating in 1 crime.
What were their motives?
The first was revenge. Black Peter possessed the bond certificates that had belonged to Nelligan's father, and young Nelligan wished to retrieve them.
And the second?
The second was a crime of passion. Liam Hurtley was in love with Black Peter's wife, and this caused a conflict between him and Carrie.
Well, well, well. Makes sense, Mr. Holmes.
I suggest that you organize a small confrontation between the 2, just to confirm...
I think I made a mistake. I think the other one was the initiator, not the boy.
Join me in the interrogation room.
Not the boy. I made a mistake. I think I made a mistake.
You know everything about your association to kill Black Peter. Admit that you planned it together.
Our association? I don't even know this man.
You needed to kill Peter Carey. There had to be 2 of you there.
Ridiculous. I'm innocent.
All that remains is to determine the level of guilt. Which one of you is the initiator in this case?
But I just told you I've never seen this man before.
It's him. He's the culprit. He was forcing me. He threatened me. He's the mastermind behind it all.
Nah.
Shut up.
Was...
You're a lunatic.
Well, it all seems very clear, don't you think, Mr. Holmes?
Inspector, I believe that Nelligan is the true culprit. Hurtley was his accomplice, blinded by his love for Peter's wife.
You've got it wrong. It isn't true.
That's right. I confess.
Well, young man, it turns out you are the gang leader. I don't fancy your chances.
I made a mistake. No. It was the other one.
The case
was the
is
initiator.
resolved, Inspector.
But there are...
Return to Baker Street.
Clearly, there are
Very
different
well, Mr. Holmes.
endings for each case. 2 murders is wrong. Oh my god. Two murders is wrong. The initiator was the other one. Can I replay the ending? Let's do another. Yeah, normally you have an ending and that's it, yeah? Just one. Now, if this is not going to be... Oh,
The case
there is
is
still
solved.
something that bothers
I am
me.
now ready
When
to
I go
present the
to
guilty
the,
party.
to those brain things, there are of things that are in two parts, two halves. And something is bothering me there because they are not completely blue, it's only a half blue. So,
There are
do they
two
have to be
culprits,
completely
Inspector,
blue or not?
Nelligan and Hertley.
What? Well, I would never have guessed, Mr. Holmes. They are a rotten pair, though.
It was a combination of two motives.
But I am
culminating
going
in
to stay
one
with this
crime.
ant.
What were their motives?
The first was revenge. Black Peter possessed the bond certificates that had belonged to Nelligan's father, and young Nelligan wished to retrieve them.
And the second?
The second was a crime of passion. Liam Hertley was in love with Black Peter's wife, and this caused a conflict between him and Carrie.
Yeah.
Well. Makes sense, Mr. Holmes.
I suggest that you
Makes
organize
sense,
a small
Mr. Holmes.
confrontation between the two, just to confirm my accusations.
That's a good idea, Mr. Holmes. I'll talk to these fellows. Join me in the interrogation room. Gentlemen, we know everything about your association to kill Black Peter. Admit that you planned it together.
Our association? I don't even know this man.
You needed to kill Peter Carey. There had to be two of you there.
Ridiculous. I'm innocent.
All that remains is to determine the level of guilt. Which one of you is the initiator in this case?
But I just told you I've never seen this man before.
It's him. He's the culprit. He was forcing me. He threatened me. He's the mastermind behind it all.
Shut up. You're a lunatic.
Well, it all seems very clear, don't you think, Mr. Holmes?
Both are guilty, of course, but I believe that Hertley was the initiator of the crime.
It's ridiculous. Why would I need the help of this weakling?
You wanted to be rid of the man who was terrorizing his wife, and who prevented the two of you from being together. Young Nelligan was just following his lead.
You are wrong. I have nothing whatsoever to do with this.
You'll explain that to the judge.
You
The
do
case
have
is
something
resolved,
to do with
Inspector.
this.
I shall return to Baker
Or...
Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes.
That is what I mean. I think there's only one murder, and it's the guy. But the other one, you see, there's only one murder. It's not the boy, but the boy was there, unfortunate at the wrong time. And that is when he lost his notebook there. Or he discovered the body. There is something wrong with that. Replay ending. I'm not happy. Not happy. The boy didn't do it. It was the other man. But the boy was there. There is something wrong with this here. This. You see, there are like halves, and they are not connected to anything, but they do have to connect. Hertley is guilty, but there are things that... Valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen tin box. Yes. So, John Nealon could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. Now, John Nelligan is a victim of circumstance. He does not fit a portrait of the murder either by physical or psychological description. That is true, so stay with that. Lucky throw. It requires a much greater strength than that of an average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through to the wall. A degree of skill would mostly be necessary. Two men in cooperation might achieve the same result. Skill. Skill. It is skill. The other one was an ex-whale hunter, so... Okay, what is this? Just a sec. Looking for papers. Break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves that the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Now, Nelligan was looking for his father's papers inside Black Peter's cabin. Explains his presence at the scene of the murder. Yes, that is true. Desperate jealousy. It has been confirmed that Lime Hurtley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife and even fell in love, but it didn't go beyond the affection. No. Unexplained presence. Lime Hurtley's boots match footprints. Yes. Then we have Hurtley's motive. No. It's definitely this. What is wrong here? What is wrong here? This was what I had in the first one, and it wasn't correct, was it? Hey, Dark Tranks. Hello there, buddy. I agree. Who killed the motherfucker? Yeah. Now this was this what I had the first time? Oh my goodness. What did I have the first time? Him or the other one? Ah, him. Oh, now I don't know anything anymore. You can change everything until you have the wrong man. Has to be him because his tobacco pouch was found inside the cabin, of course. Patrick Carnes, cold-blooded murderer. He has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey and must be punished. No, it was out self-defense. Because that other guy wasn't a pussy either. He already killed somebody in the past by throwing him overboard. I have it. I think I have him. This is the right one. Tell me this is the right one.
I must be at the wrong address.
Yes.
I've got to speak with the ship's captain, Captain Ahab. Is that you?
No, my name is Sherlock Holmes.
That detective fella?
Different
So, you want to
ending.
see me?
That is correct. We need to talk.
About what?
About Black Peter, who was killed in his own hut with a harpoon.
You know, don't you?
Yes,
How?
the tobacco pouch.
Yes.
You recognized it.
The sailor. It was you. Unbelievable. Well, fine. I confess. But if you really do know everything, you should also know that I didn't want to kill him. He made me do it.
I know. Did you know about this story with the bond certificates? Did you need money?
Yeah. I just wanted him to cough up a little silver. I'm out of work, and I thought maybe he could help me. Well, he refused outright, and he insulted me. I reminded him I knew all about that murder he committed at sea in 1883. Then he got mad when I spoke about his treasure.
And he went for him
Barely
with his
just had time to
knife.
throw the harpoon at him before he could jump at me with his knife.
Yeah.
You know the truth. What will you do now?
I ask that you return the bond certificates. Keep some of them. You will need them in your exile. It is better that you leave the country for a few years.
And you won't say anything to the police?
I will not say anything as long as you return the money.
Well, I'll do as you ask. But what about Inspector Lestrade?
I will deal with him. Goodbye.
What? Seriously?
It's good that you asked me to come, Mr. Holmes. We do need to talk.
About what?
What do you mean? Our case, Mr. Holmes. You sent me a message via your little thug,
His name is Wiggins, Inspector.
telling me that the case is solved. Well, Mr. Holmes, tell me, who is our murderer and where is he?
The morgue.
Eh?
His name is, or rather was, Pablo Coventrao. He was also on the ship with Peter Carey, and he was a harpooner. I'll tell you everything, Inspector, but do calm down. Mrs. Hudson will bring us tea and orange cake.
Orange cake? You're spoiling me, Mr. Holmes. That's my favourite.
He knows.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade told me that I should thank you for clearing my name. He also said that you were waiting for me here. I came as fast as I could. I cannot thank you enough. It is all because of you that this nightmare is finally over.
I believe that this belongs to you.
My father's securities. Incredible. But how did you get them?
It would take far too long to explain.
Tell me. This is extraordinary. You are a genius.
Then that may serve as an explanation. Goodbye, Mr. Nelligan, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes. And thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
Haha! Everything is green! Yay! Warning, you're about to finish the case. The save file for this case will be removed. Press no if you would like to select another moral choice. Press yes if you agree with the choice you have made. Your ranking, personality ranking, sympathizing. Oh, woohoo! Sherlock Holmes has a heart. People solve the case the same way, 80%. People made the same moral choice, 60%. Next case, apparently. But before we go on with the next case, I'm going to take a toilet break. I will be right back.
Stand by.
And here we are again. I was just thinking, with that outcome, isn't Sherlock Holmes himself perpetrator? Just lets a murderer go. So he's an accomplice now. Okay, next. Actually, he's an accomplice now.
Good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is. The one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Oh my god.
Mycroft. Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We are about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That's the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
If your waistline is going to expand. Oh my god. That is probably the letter that I didn't open yet. Oh yes, here he is. Oh. The Harpooner's Revenge, the grotesque murder of the former Captain Peter Carey, known in private as Black Peter, has been resolved. The evidence that Scotland Yard received from a trustworthy source was more than sufficient to conclude that the murderer of Peter Carey was Pablo Coventraio, one of Carey's former harpooners. However, awful justice could not be awarded. Coventraio was found dead of natural causes, possibly from his remorse at committing such a terrible crime. Oh my goodness. Wow. Harpoon that was used to kill Black Peter. I got it as a souvenir. Yeet. Nice. Alrighty. Tasks. Riddle on the rails. A late night railway station. An incoming train. An impossible riddle. Holmes and Watson return from holiday evolves into a tale of intrigue. Let's go. Oh, we are back already. Seriously? No.
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
Should be late for the train? Or we just go? Let's go.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
1 week later. Seriously. Time flies over there, mate. That clock is constantly the same hour. Riddle on the rails. Oh, continue.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
Next morning, very early. We can't do anything yet. There's nothing to do yet. Solve the mystery of the vanished train. A vanished train.
Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. Railway sleepers, nothing unusual. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
Let's talk to the...
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night.
Station Master.
So, you were Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
Mm-hmm. Can we have a map as well?
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please. Take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
Okay.
See you later, my good man.
Thank you very much. Waiting hall. There's a map. Nottingham. You're Nottingham.
This map will be useful.
This is the train station. This is where the train disappeared. And we only see no side tracks. Here, a grove. Something. This man is in his 60s, has been in marriage for a long time. Fresh spots of earth upon his sleeves reveal a passion for gardening. His badge of honorable station master reveals that he is a long-standing employee. All of this demonstrates his desire to live a quiet and stable life. Alrighty. Okay, well, we could get something from his desk, yeah, he said.
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
This part is probably from a locomotive. An old locomotive bell. This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station. Railway post bags.
Where is your desk, mister? You said we could take something from your desk, but where is your desk?
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
What did he say? What did he say? Here, however, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's in my office. Where the fuck is his office? Ticket office. Here? No. How do we get there? Ah. Yeah. Alrighty. Message to all stations. Mr. Robinson is located at Bridlington Station.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
Train composition. Nottingham, London. Train liner. Composition locomotive. Coal car, first class car. Postal wagon, special wagon ordered by Mr. Robinson. Second class car.
Here is the train set.
So, where is Mr. Robinson? Did he disappear with the train? Message to all stations. Mr. Robinson is located at the Bridlington Station. Then we certainly have to go there. Vanished train was the following composition. Blah 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 blah. Okay.
A telegraph. A telegraph.
Oh shit. Okay. Time to go.
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
Now, how many times are you going to repeat that, Watson? Seriously. Let's go to... well? Where is that hotel? Hello? Where is that hotel? Okay, we need to do something first, so what? Talk with the guy, station master, about Mr. Robinson. That's more logic.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington Station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting. You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
Let's go. Alrighty. Bridlington train station.
The whole train just...
Oh, shut the fuck up, mate. Seriously. Left luggage. Let's first go to somewhere. That looks like an important somebody over there. I'm sorry, can I talk with you, mate?
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with 2 furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand. Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
I know, what did I do?
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our
Now, what do I do? I have the train composition.
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
What? Oh.
Apart from the passengers,
I need to take him on he being a rookie. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Yeah.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
You're still a rookie, mate.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Trainliner 324. Arrive at 12:30 midnight, but delayed 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Chesterfield. Telegram from Chesterfield Station. Now we have to go there.
Don't touch anything, please.
Okay, okay. So we need to go. Oh. Eek.
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Ooh. Prototype insurance policy. Insurance organized by Thomas L. Robinson for his prototype called the Autonomous Electricity Generator. This policy partially covers the loss of the prototype up to 50% of its value. Maximum cover amount £15,000. Insurance duration 1 year, renewable. Alrighty. We have. What is that? Why is that lying over here?
A telegraph.
Okay, let's talk with the Mr. Robinson. I have some questions.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I had a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me. But I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
Sherlock Holmes, you dick. Australian head. Expensive clothes, yeah, that much I saw already. Leather shoes, fancy shoes, crocodile skin, yeah. Oops. Heavy gold ring.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes.
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
That's what they all say.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention. But I was very optimistic about the director's board who were traveling on the train last night.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in. And yet, I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
They have your
What do you know
prototype,
about
mate.
the Barcazas Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologize for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype, and this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station Master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character.
We yeah,
should learn
but
more.
now we can go and have a look in his luggage. First I'm going to search if I can find something to nibble on. I will be right back.
Stand by.
Ja, the first one. Oh, ik heb hem al verslikt. Sap. All right.
Scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night, I were on the train, as usual, with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Yeah.
Can you recall anything more specific about this group?
That company.
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir. The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean company.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
This gripsack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
A gripsack.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. I know this kind of slot. Yes, we did it. Woohoo! We did it.
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully. An exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract.
Huh?
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
It's the same contract. Next, another contract.
Yet another exclusive sales contract.
Barzazas. Barkazas.
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Barkazas.
Yet another
and another one. Madison
contract.
General Company.
Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
Yeah. How can you sell one machine to 4 different companies? Indeed. Maybe. We don't know yet. For now, let's say that Mr. Robinson is a victim. For now.
Railway post bags.
Just for now. I think we need to go to Chesterfield now. This is my taxi.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
A fishing advertisement.
Advertisement? Is that not pronounced an advertisement? Advertisement.
A fishing advertisement.
That is the first time I hear that. Advertisement.
A fishing advertisement. A fishing advertisement.
Is it not an advertisement?
Advertisement.
What? Seriously?
Advertisement. Advertisement.
It's an advertisement? I thought it was an advertisement. Advertisement. Okay, never heard it pronounced like that. Or is that the difference between American English and Great Britain English? Advertisement. Seems correct.
Advertisement.
Oh my goodness. I stepped on her toes. I made her say that 3 times, and the 3rd time was like, hey dude, I already said it 3 times. Advertisement.
Advertisement.
Oh, she's over it again. Okay, it's an advertisement. Never heard of that, but okay. Oh, this one was sleeping, mate.
How could he fall asleep?
And I'm eating candy here like
sir.
it's nothing.
Wake up.
Ah.
His breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean?
No,
Wake up.
the telegram.
What? The 18 hours 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions. Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
Red nose. Drunk as fuck, mate. Clean clothes. Very clean clothes. He's married. Oh, what is that? Alcohol flask. Oh, okay. What is this? Fishing line. Fishing line?
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount
He
of
didn't send that
He's not entirely
telegraph
yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
No, not really. We have nothing much to go on yet. At least he's eating something.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
They should know the Morse code.
A telegraph. A fishing advertisement.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
Locked. There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock.
A mini game.
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them. Railway post bags.
Watson, you're standing in my way, mate. Seriously.
Bags were recently dragged here.
Okay. Oh my god, it's to hide his bottles.
French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
These tools.
This Robinson fellow seems suspicious to me.
French wine, a remarkable vintage. You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, it might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
There are still things we need to... Why is that cart standing here? Oh, I can go off, but I can't get up. Okay. Station still needs to be searched, it says. Ah. We have not been here. Nothing? Absolutely nothing. Seriously.
Yes.
This is something we didn't check yet. A handcar wheelbase.
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears
Yes.
that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
They use that car
A little
to...
patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
Nope.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
The headlights and the whistle. And in the workshop... Yeah. And in the workshop we had... Was the workshop here? Yeah. Was in that other station. Yeah. Yeah, in that other station. And from there they came to here with that cart. Okay, we have to put this thing back together. Shoo.
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the
On-
appropriate object here.
Brakes need to be...
I should use the appropriate object here.
Oh, fuck me.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Yeah, but I need to do... Ah, okay. That here. Then these fucking brakes over here. Yee. Still have that headlight over there. I can't take it. Apparently. There's nothing else that lights up. Oh, okay. Wooden boards.
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson. I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
Mm-hmm.
I need something long for the headlight to be attached.
Okay. Come, Watson. Going to show you, buddy.
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher.
I still need an extinguisher. Okay. We have that lying around here. Extinguisher? Don't have that around here. Well, where do we have an extinguisher? There. Here. This is an extinguisher. Hello.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
I don't need that. I need an extinguisher. Find, use. Oh, I have the extinguisher already on me. Oh my god. That's right. I took it. Oh, silly me. I already took that, of course.
The fire extinguisher. Now, let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher. The steam whistle is ready to be used. Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Wait.
Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly. Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
I told you there must have been no, I need to stop this. Yep, here we have it.
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Is rusted, but it still works.
This road should go in the same direction as the railway. I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
I wonder why I can't go further than that switch. I mean, I don't get it. This is Doncaster Station. Okay, let's see what we have here.
character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an English.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
Where is that man? He's gone or what? He disappeared? Ah, here he is. No, he isn't.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph. Just the same as all the other nights.
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham. But I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake.
I'm always wondering.
Beach area around the lake. Beach area. But this. I don't get it. I do not get what they want me to investigate. I can't get anywhere.
Watson, would you like some tea?
No.
Watson.
No.
No, I meant make some for me, mate. What are you doing, Watson? Oh. Oh, the beach! There! God damn it, the beach! Okay, examine the side railway branch. Begins at the railway switch. Examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station between... Examine the side railway branch at Evesham. Examine Doncaster railway station for suspicious detailed clues. Inspect the beach area around the lake. Alright.
Railway post bags.
Nothing of any importance here. Oh. Station
This
master's
post bag belongs to the station master.
Mm-hmm.
The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
Apparently. I shall soon have more than enough money to repay the house mortgage. It's only a matter of days. You may continue living in the house without me, since that is your wish. Please know that I still care about you, and I hope that you will forgive me one day, despite all of the harm I have caused in recent years. Yours, Edward. Righty, so he's in financial issues. He doesn't have a pocket watch in his pocket, which every station master has. There is something wrong with him. I will find his watch somewhere at a deserted place where the real train is going to be. He's working together with
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
An addict, yeah. England National Sweepstake Grand Prix de London. Box.
Betting slips for horse racing.
Yeah.
Betting slips for horse racing. The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
A telegraph. I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
Goodbye, sir.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Alright, the luggage area we have done, the waiting hall, so yeah. We are going to travel to the beach and there I'm going to quit and we will take this on next time. I don't know if we still have to do something here. Well, we have to do a lot, but inspect the beach is the next thing. There we go. And there I'm going to with the stream.
Here we are at the beach that is
You're
located
at the
near
beach.
Quarry and Doncaster Station.
Alrighty.
It doesn't look like a very good place to rest.
Alright, but this is for next time. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will retake this as soon as possible. Wish you all a good night and see you all back tomorrow. Bye bye.
Transmission complete.